Popular TikToker Kyle Marissa Roth has died at 36, her family announced on Monday. My daughter Kyle has passed away. She touched some of your lives personally and some of your lives via her immense life on another platform.
Jennifer Lopez, I hope with everything in me.
Her bills has been affected.
We're all here sad and shocked that Kyle Marissa Roth has transitioned. And in the midst of my shock, I come across The Lemon, and I love The Lemon. And The Lemon is in the exact same place that I'm in, where I had no idea that Kyle had lost her account.
Ashton Kutcher is expecting to be subpoenaed in the ongoing Diddy investigation. So Kutcher and Diddy became friends while Kutcher was doing Punk. On a similar and mildly related to Jay-Z, but definitely Diddy note, by the way. Okay, so Stevie J and 50 Cent have been fucking feuding, beefing on Instagram. Since Diddy's homes were raided, Stevie J just hit back at 50 by posting the police report from his pew-pewing, where he said he got pew-pewed 9 times. Stevie J. You want more? I'll give you more. So you know how in recovery, they say the first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. I have a problem, and that is that J-Lo copyright claimed all of us, myself included, got my account banned. I think that was it, because she didn't like the fact that we were using clips from her narcissistic venture, her cosplay of an Eras Tour film, I don't know what the fuck that is, to point out all of the lies and narcissistic attributes that, you know, she has. So a lot of your favorite creators might be gone because of that. So since I now am in recovery, since I've admitted that's the problem, I need to heal, and I'm going to heal by using blind items to expose what a narcissistic POS J-Lo is. How about this? So this is going to be an abbreviated deep dive, just enough blind items so we get a real idea of what J-Lo was like then, because this is her now. So we're going to start in 1998. Listen, I will never be the bigger person. I am the pettiest bitch alive. So if you're not down for this, leave, because I'm about to go off on fucking J-Lo. All right, gilding the lily. Things appear to be coming to a bad end career-wise for this unconventional looking, well-respected actress, all in quotes, who is just playing over those offbeat independent prestige projects that put her on the map. Hell-bent for big-ass fame and a seven-figure salary quote, she decided to take matters into her monstrously ambitious, oh-so-capable hands. How? By huddling with her big-time agent to target a list of powerful big-time directors who, off the soundstage, are pathetic loser horn dogs who couldn't get a doll to look twice at them were it not for their Hollywood clout. That's a long list, honey. So far, this last already worked with and bedded one of our town's most overrated young genius directors. I don't know who that is. And she will be announced any instant as a star of yet another mega hype director's big show, a director to whom she reportedly gave a Hummer in his Beamer on their drive back from a Malibu restaurant business meeting. But what, you ask, about her purported boyfriend? This is Diddy. A very big wheel in some showbiz circles. He's happily bi and currently has his hands plenty full with the hunky leading man in his newest project. I think that's Mace in a music video. Okay, next from 1999. Just when Hollywood was about to embrace this looker as its potential superstar of the month, she messed it up by revealing her ferocious super bitch side. She's already refusing to read and audition for directors, handing her agents lists of people with whom she will and will not work. You know that, like, everyone's saying no to being in her music video. I wonder if it's because they all remember she did that. And then when she, like, literally talks shit about every single actress that is actually a good actress, including my girl Winona Ryder. Yeah. Okay, firing longtime associates and blowing off appointments with colleagues and writers alike. Meanwhile, her private life is a lonely mess because, after all, what mate could possibly deal with such a demanding, moody brat? Imagine the hell she'll put everyone through if she actually ever appears in a box office hit. Spoiler alert, she's allegedly fucking horrifying, horrendous on set. She was the first person that we coined the term diva behavior about. Gen Zers, by the way. It was, like, really honestly used first to describe Jennifer Lopez. And everyone can agree on that? Okay, this next one is Jennifer Lopez and George Clooney in the movie Out of Sight. This hit romantic flick demands a sequel, doesn't it? Don't dare tell that to the co-stars who, despite their chemistry on screen, got into an ego war during the beginning of the shoot, which only worsened as the filming dragged on. Things got so bad that they ended up communicating only through the director and their personal assistants. Listen, I'm Team George Clooney on that one. I know he might have unalived someone in Lake Como, but Diddy's got more numbers and J-Lo ain't said shit about him. So I'm going to talk about Diddy for J-Lo. Our first Y2K blind item. Which Upper East Side plastic surgeon, so not the block, we've left the block, we're at the Upper East Side, Gossip Girl. Which Upper East Side plastic surgeon indiscreetly brags to prospective patients that he is responsible for improving the voluptuous curves of a sultry Latina starlet who evidently had a bit too much upholstery in her seat and thighs, and that is J-Lo. At least Shakira's natural. That's part one of our abbreviated J-Lo deep dive. I have to say, I do feel better after that first round. I'm only gonna continue to feel better and heal. You want more? I'll give you more. Ooh, you guys, I think we have a new body for the Clinton body count. So the common denominator in this blind item is Jeffrey Epstein, and the other three not alive people is first Jean-Luc Brunel, which is interesting because when I Google him, Epstein's picture pops up first, but this is him. And he passed away the same exact way Jeffrey Epstein did in America over in France. Then we have Thomas H. Lee, right? Lee was a billionaire. Lee was also an avid art collector and a friend of Bill and Hillary Clinton. In June 2008, at the conclusion of Hillary's unsuccessful presidential run, she and Bill were reported to have stayed at his East Hampton, New York beachfront home for a few days for the period when she was out of the public eye. Now, he died of a self-inflicted pew-pew wound, allegedly. And then Konstantin Kostov. And what's interesting about Konstantin is within a few months of Epstein unaliving in prison, him and his wife were divorced. So they had been separated in 2019 when shit hit the fan. But Konstantin is the latest one. He allegedly jumped off a balcony from the St. Regis Bal Harbor in Miami. The friends. They knew each other. People are not making the connection, but it's right there in the open. I just showed you guys. There it is. Last year, prior to the mysterious death, they were hanging out together in public and were known to discuss their common interest at length. Their common shared interest is the billionaire Jeffrey Epstein. Both had long histories with the billionaire, although the one who died last year, and that's Jean-Luc Brunel, but that's technically 2022, okay, had a much longer history than the one who recently died, and that's Thomas H. Lee. He died in 2023. The one who recently died also died under very mysterious circumstances. Self-inflicted circumstances, like the Boeing guy. They both died of Putin specials. In between was the former hockey player who, as far as we can determine, didn't know the billionaire, but died in the same manner as others. And he died, there was a Russian supermodel in New York City who was in a lot of perfume campaigns. She died the same way this hockey player did. Allegedly died. Again, we use the term died very loosely when it comes to this kind of stuff. Okay, the former hockey player Konstantin Kostov did know the one who died just a couple days earlier. It is unknown if he knew the one who died last year. So I don't know who the not dead person is in this blind item. I just know the four bodies. But Thomas H. Lee sounds like a Clinton job if you go back and read it. Maybe they really liked his East Hampton house. They liked staying there and they were like, you know what? We want that for our portfolio. You want more? I'll give you more. Speaking of that J. Lulu jail time, we've got another Diddy blind item. So this is in 2013 and this was released on PR Newswire. I used to also have to do investor relations and I used to release, write the press releases to give and send them to PR Newswire. That's funny. Sean Diddy Combs and Ciroc Ultra Premium Vodka team up with Uber for the holidays to provide $1 million worth of safe rides home. Ciroc will host additional pledge parties throughout the month of December in key markets including New York, Los Angeles, Miami, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. This sounds like a great idea. So Diddy hosts parties all over the country, but specifically those markets where, I don't know, Diddy's parties, he likes to ply women full of stuff, and then, oops, they need rides home. This sounds like the makings of nothing good. Now, in hindsight, people are looking at the producer Wannabe Rapper and his charity that he ran about a decade ago. Basically, it involved giving drunk women, especially celebrities, a ride home. The more drunk, the better. Our producer / Wannabe Rapper would sometimes personally take them home. Diddy's not an Uber driver, but he would personally take these people from his pledge parties home. How much you guys want to bet that they didn't make it home? Allegedly, there's still 4 or 5 of them still trapped in Diddy's basement in his Miami home. You want more? I'll give you more. Hey, do you guys remember when The Rock collaborated with Ozempic on colonizing all of fucking Maui? And they stole the grassroots mutual aid, direct aid movement. And it's still in my link tree for the Maui fires that the locals started. And then they pirated this campaign and asked us all us peasants to give money when they are literally billionaires, and they are spending all of our money on buying up the land in Hawaii. Yeah, so we have the latest The Rock blind item. Just never forget, him and Ozempic are the poster children of colonizing Hawaii. Can you smell the BS Dwayne The Rock Johnson just cooked up on Fox News? So he's shilling for the far right. He's been all over Fox News. Dwayne The Rock Johnson says 2020 Biden endorsement tears him up. This has obviously been taken out of context by far-right outlets. He just doesn't like the division, whatever the fuck it is. He's pandering. The one name A-plus A-list actor / entertainer is really hoping someone adds him as a number 2 on a ticket. So The Rock is trying to be Trump's vice president, allegedly. The Rock is trying to get on the ticket as Trump's VP. Can you imagine selling your soul for all that? But that's because there's been a lot of blind items, by the way, over the last year, at least even more, with like people being sick of superhero movies and CGI. They're done with actors like The Rock. He's way overpaid. This is like the first year, 2023 was like the first year he didn't make like the highest paid actors list, by the way. And then wrestling, by the way, he tried to return to wrestling and everyone's like, no. Tomatoes. So he's sticking with colonizing. That's his shtick. Colonizing with Ozempic and Trump. On a similar and mildly related to Jay-Z, but definitely Diddy note, by the way. Okay, so Stevie J and 50 Cent have been fucking feuding, beefing on Instagram. Since Diddy's homes were raided, Stevie J just hit back at 50 by posting the police report from his pew-pewing, where he said he got pew-pewed 9 times. Stevie J. I love watching grown men fight. They are like, women don't do this. Only grown-ass men do that are gangstas, right? The girls are fighting. So this is the other picture. Uncle Tom lied to y'all. Ain't get hit no 9 times, only took 3. Hot ones, oh, Curtis. So anyway, but Stevie J has not really hit back yet, except he started to 13 minutes ago. So if you guys are looking for anything to do, Stevie J's Insta, he's hitting back at 50. He picked 11 p.m. on Friday night to start shots fired. Literally and metaphorically, by posting 50's police report. This totally undermines his entire first album. You want more? I'll give you more. By the way, before I forget, Jay-Z's Made in America Festival canceled for the 2nd year in a row. The permanent A-list rapper thought there would be a fair chance he would be in jail by the time Labor Day rolled around, so canceled his festival. Why does Jay-Z allegedly think that there is a fair chance he will be in jail by the time Labor Day has rolled around? We will find out soon, because we are doing the Jay-Z Blind Item Deep Dive next on the Patreon. And now, woo! But anyway, that's the latest. But also, and I cannot stress this enough, Beyonce is not her husband, and she was also allegedly heavily groomed by Jay-Z. Heavily groomed. She's a lot younger. Just keep that in mind.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself. Yeah, go ahead.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all, alright? I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued for the herpes and won. But Diddy said Ross, which said good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross and Khaled.
Ashton Kutcher is expecting to be subpoenaed in the ongoing Diddy investigation. So Kutcher and Diddy became friends while Kutcher was doing Punk'd on MTV in 2003. Ashton Kutcher says, "There's a lot I can't tell about Diddy," in resurfaced interview. That's from Diddy's 2009 White Party. So remember, last we heard from Ashton Kutcher, he was writing a letter in support of Danny Masterson, okay? Defending Danny Masterson after he had already been convicted and found guilty of all of the things that he was alleged to have done. And then we saw Ashton Kutcher with Mila Kunis, and they found the poorest looking wall in their multi-million-dollar mansion compound, which we later discovered was like outside their huge fucking pool house. Okay, to do a little apology video. Ashton Kutcher's time, I think, is coming. Ashton Kutcher's longtime friend with Sean Diddy Combs is under scrutiny following the federal raids on the music mogul's homes last week. So since the raids, Kutcher's past comments about Diddy have resurfaced, including appearing on Hot Ones in 2019. Diddy has been seen bike riding for some reason all over Miami and posting very concerning pictures of his very young, what I presume are his children, his toddler children. It makes me uncomfortable that he's doing this because, one, we know he's doing this in order to try and do some sort of PR thing. Two, it's haunting and terrifying that he does this because we now know who Diddy rolls with. These poor girls, these poor fucking innocent children, babies. And it's also terrifying because just Diddy. Why is he allowed to just go bike riding around Miami? But by the way, if a man on a bike comes up to you or your children and offers you candy, run and call the police. I just gotta say one last thing, and then I promise I will sort of move on from the J. Lulu of it all. But J. Lulu copyright claimed me and got my account banned. I'm not a J. Lulu fan. I was just posting her stuff so we could all react with malicious intent, obviously. However, the insane psychotic thing about all of this is that J. Lulu was willing to take her own fans out, because there were people on TikTok that are J. Lulu fans that were posting clips from her documentary and all this shit, like hyping it up, loving it. But J. Lulu cared so much about the people that didn't like it that she was willing to sacrifice the people that did like it and get rid of all of the accounts that were actually her fans and saying positive things about this tour. That's why it is so J. Lulu of her to do all this shit. Can you imagine literally taking out your own actual fans because you are so paranoid or so concerned about the haters out there? Isn't she the one who sings about haters keep like coming? No girl, you are the one, you seek out the haters, okay? And you literally will kill your fans to get to the haters. That's the most psychotic part of all of this. And if I was an actual J. Lulu fan and that happened to me and she copyright claimed me, I would be so angry, because how am I supposed to afford $2,000 tickets to go see her if you ban my TikTok account as your fan, J. Lulu? That's the delusional part. Like, that's why Taylor Swift and Beyonce have such strong fan bases, because Beyonce and Taylor Swift will not sacrifice their fans in order to stamp out the haters, because they actually have so many fans that they focus on the volume and the loudness of their actual fans. That's the difference between talent and industry plant. And on that note, we always talk about industry plants. Literally, you want to know the most picturesque, in our face, 30+ year industry plant is J. Lulu. She is the definition of an industry plant. And oftentimes industry plants rely on PR relationships. Like, yes, her and Ben are actually married and in love. You know, she is. But they rely on PR relationships to keep their fame going, because they don't naturally have that it factor. They don't have that inherent, you know what I mean? They didn't come up because people love them so much. They came up because Tommy Mottola put them there in order to undermine Mariah Carey. Oops. Because my main account is banned, where all of my Diddy blind items from this month are, I'm just gonna do...
Rest in peace, Kyle. You were taken way too soon, and you'll never be forgotten. We love you.
That's
Sorry.
She robbed me of everything. And if I die of colon cancer, it's on her. J. Lulu's team has officially hired bots. Because my main account is banned where all of my Diddy blind items.
Is Jennifer Lopez responsible for Kyle Marissa Roth passing away? Because a lot of people are alleging that it's her fault. Now, if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, Kyle's account got banned, and there was a lot of speculation on why that happened. But according to this Forbes article, Jennifer Lopez was the reason why Kyle Marissa Roth's account got banned.
When I was in her live stream the other day, she was actually talking about the fact that this time when her account got banned, it was a lot different because usually they'll let you retrieve your stuff and save your work and get your contacts, and that she had so many messages and some important information in the messages from sources on this account, and that this time it was weird because they didn't let her retrieve any of that information. It was just all gone.
Fans are still reeling after the tragic news broke on April 15th, 2024 about the passing of Kyle Marissa Roth, the beloved TikToker and celebrity gossip creator famous for her signature catchphrase, "You want more? I'll give you more." Although the cause of her death remains shrouded in mystery, fans have taken to social media to speculate on a theory involving J-Lo potentially playing a role in her demise. It's true that Kyle frequently dished out gossip tidbits about J-Lo, especially over the last few months since J-Lo's relationship with Diddy has become a hot topic. Kyle Marissa also recently publicly revealed that her income took a hit when J-Lo shut down her content. In fact, Kyle openly accused J-Lo's narcissism as being the driving force behind the downfall of her small business, claiming she was even unable to download or save content because of it. It's been reported that Kyle was facing a battle with colon cancer around the time her TikTok page got shut down, and the band reported
Jennifer Lopez, I hope with everything in me.
Her bills has been affected.
We're all here sad and shocked that Kyle Marissa Roth has transitioned. And in the midst of my shock, I come across the lemon. And I love the lemon. And the lemon is in the exact same place that I'm in, where I had no idea that Kyle had lost her account, that she was dealing with colon cancer, and that she lost her account in the middle of this battle, and it was having a significant impact on her finances. And I certainly didn't know the reason why she lost her account until the lemon tagged this creator who had gone back and given us one of Kyle's last videos talking about how J-Lo had made sure that her account was taken down on TikTok. This article in Forbes magazine details exactly what happened between Jennifer Lopez and Kyle, and it reads, TikTok creator Kyle Marissa said that her account had received copyright strikes on every single video that contained footage from the greatest love story ever never told. As a result, her account is now permanently banned. J-Lo's narcissism single-handedly crushed the main portion of my small business, Kyle Marissa said. I didn't even have the opportunity to download or save 4 years worth of my content that had been viewed over 1 billion times and accumulated over 50 million likes. Kyle Marissa has since created a new account but lamented the 4 years of hard work that was put into building her sizable TikTok following of almost 700,000, having lost hundreds of thousands of followers from the ban. She told me that her earning potential has been severely impacted by the loss of her account, estimating that J-Lo has cost me more than 4 figures of income just for March 2024, which affects her ability to access necessary medical care. Kyle Marissa has lost her life, while J-Lo still runs around this world with some semblance of a career.
Popular TikToker Kyle Marissa Roth has died at 36, her family announced on Monday. My daughter Kyle has passed away. She touched some of your lives personally and some of your lives via her immense life on another platform. Her mother, Jackie Cohen Roth, said on LinkedIn, Kyle loved and lived fiercely. Nothing makes sense now and we'll understand more in the next few days, she continued. In an Instagram post, Kyle's sister Lindsay Roth revealed the celebrity gossip influencer died last week, telling her followers she and the rest of their family are still processing and deciding how to properly celebrate and honor her life. Her cause of death remains unknown.
TikTok star Kyle Marissa Roth, known for her celebrity gossip videos, has tragically passed away. Despite privately battling colon cancer, her passing at 36 comes as a shock. Her mother, Jackie Cohen Roth, shared on LinkedIn that Kyle loved and lived fiercely. Our thoughts are with her family as they seek to understand her passing.